So the question is about the primary. I'm in a primary against the sitting Lieutenant Governor Ralph Northam, who's a very nice gentleman from the Tidewater area. And I am seen by some as having gotten into the race late for this process. As I said before, Ralph is not who I'm running against. I'm running against a lack of awareness about state elections. I believe that I give Democrats the best chance to win. I wouldn't be in this race if that wasn't true. I think that I can win in some of these red counties and also run up numbers here in Northern Virginia. I think people are looking for a fighter. I think this isn't necessarily the year where the nice guy wins. I like to think I'm a nice guy, but really this is a time I think people are looking for a progressive champion to step up, and I hope to earn people's belief that I am that candidate. One of the mistakes we sometimes make is accepting as a premise who's going to show up and not show up in an off-year election. And this is the real challenge. If we got even 60% of the people that showed up for Hillary Clinton to vote this year, we would win these races in a walk, and we would pick up at least 10 or 12 delegate races at the same time. But traditionally, our coalition does not show up. Communities of color, millennials, others don't show up in this year. I believe this is a once-in-a-generation chance to completely change the political map of Virginia. We've got to think bigger than just winning the governor's seat. We can run the tables on state and on these local elections and delegate seats. And we can do it by running the kind of campaign and speaking to the kind of issues that bring people out. What I heard from Barack Obama in his farewell address in Chicago was him basically saying, look, I'm taking the training wheels off. I built this Obama coalition with you guys. It's up to you to figure out how to turn this thing out without me. And I think the movement is ready for that. And I say movement for a reason, and I think this is one of the reasons that, one of the differences here, in a way, for me. I'm actually not really a politician. I've spent 20 years in movement politics, but only 2 years in elected office. And I think right now the energy, quite frankly, is not inside the Democratic Party. It's inside the movements. You look at the Women's March, you look at the indivisible groups, you look at the Dulles protests. The energy right now is more organic than that. It's dynamic. It's coming up from people and communities that are affected. It's new coalitions. It's people who've never thought to join the Democratic Party or show up and feel like it's a bit too hierarchical. I think the opportunity right now is to convince the movements that this is a year to care about Democratic politics in Virginia. And I believe to do that, it helps to actually be someone who spent their entire professional life largely in that movement. And in doing so with a great deal of passion, I think we can actually put together this kind of a platform that's exciting. I consider myself a pragmatic populist because, and this comes back to the questions of last year. Some people want to relive last year. Is this Bernie? Is this Hillary? Whatever. Let me just be very clear. Neither of us are Bernie and neither of us are Hillary. Hillary Clinton was a glass ceiling breaking candidate who never got the credit she deserved for how she managed the State Department, for elevating the role of women and girls around the world, for putting up with 40 years of public life with structural sexism. Neither Ralph or I have had to do that. So let's not put any of us. And neither of us have yet been able to fill stadiums of 40,000 people, inspiring a million-person movement to take on inequality and raise the issue of a rigged system in the way that Bernie did. So let's draw. Instead of being stuck in these arguments of the past about what box people fit in, let's take the best from both. There were a lot of great things from them and a lot of great things from President Obama, and let's define a new generation of Democratic politics. Our team that we've put together is 50% Hillary people, 50% Bernie people, and 100% Obama people. So it's a pretty good mix of folks. And I think that's what people want. They want to look forward. And I think, in the next couple of months, our hope is people feel like we're outlining that next generation of ideas to figure out how we turn that coalition out this year and think a little bit more boldly than we've been.